Konnichiwa-san, it's Gray from Wakizashi's Teahouse over in Japan. How are you doing? Are you good? Are you genki? Okay, let's get right into the releases for this week, which will be Wednesday, December the 4th, 2024. I'm starting as usual with DC. Absolute Superman issue 2 comes out, written by Jason Aaron, art by Rafa Sandoval, colours by Ulysses Arreola. This is $4.99, 32 pages. A great cover for a start. Look at all those peacemakers. I'm going to give it 3 issues because the first issue didn't exactly grab me. I think it was the weakest of the 3 absolute titles. But again, don't forget, this is just my opinion. So I'm going to see how issue 2 comes across. Hoping for better things and a bit more action. Next up we have Batgirl issue 2. Written by Tate Bromble. It's got art by Takeshi Miyazawa. Colours by Mike Spicer. $3.99 for this, 32 pages. Here's the synopsis. With Lady Shiva gravely wounded and Batgirl refusing to join her mother's cause, the two seek refuge in the unlikeliest of places, while the mysterious Unburied continue to hunt them, just as their deadly leader finally emerges from the shadows. Lives are at stake, but it wouldn't be a killer face-off without some casualties. The first issue was pretty simplistic, fairly simple story, but great action in there, and I like the art by Miyazawa, so yeah, again, it's a new series, going to give it at least 3 issues and see what I think. Sins of the Mother on the cover there. JSA issue 2 comes out, 32 pages, $3.99, written by Jeff Lemire, or is it Lemire? I don't know. Artist Diego Olotegui. Wow. Here's a synopsis. Flashback to the events leading into the previous issue as the JSA investigates a break-in at the observatory of Ted Knight, the original Starman. How was the JSA separated, and where is the Tower of Fate? What caused the rift between Jade and Obsidian after the disappearance of their father, Green Lantern Alan Scott? And what is the Injustice Society of America plotting? I very much enjoyed issue 1. Even though I don't know the characters that well, I found it a good entry point, a good jumping on point, and yeah, looking forward to issue 2. Okay, we got a new number 1 here. It is Two-Face, issue 1. Written by Christian Ward, art by Fabio Veras, colours Ivan Placencia. $3.99. Yes, a rare $3.99 comic from DC. 32 pages. Here we go. Harvey Dent's greatest trial begins. After years of internal conflict, both halves of Harvey Dent have reached an uneasy peace. In DC's new Two-Face series, Harvey uses his skills as an attorney to resolve the conflicts of Gotham's weirdest and most dangerous criminals, starting with Victor Zsasz. When Zsasz is accused of murdering a fellow member of Gotham's underworld contingent, who better to prove a criminal's innocence than someone who's been on both sides of the law? Pretty cool main cover, but I gotta say, I would go for this variant by Chris Samney. Love it. And my final pick from DC this week is Batman Santa Claus Silent Night Returns issue 2. Mainly for this awesome cover. Look at this cover here. Brilliant to see Jason Blood, the demon, on there. Okay, it's written by Jeff Parker. It's got art by Lucas Kettner and Michel Bandini. Colours by Marcelo Maiolo. To find the missing Justice League, Klaus, Zatanna and Robin will brave the greatest terror of the holidays, a Christmas party. Wait a minute, I thought they were going to say the Christmas sales. No! You are cordially invited to a winter solstice gathering of the strange and oft deadly magical community at the Georgetown mansion of Baron Winters. 1 guest limit. After a performance by sirens and banshees, we will gather in the Baron's study, where noted demonologist Jason Blood will be giving a reading on the origins of the being called Silent Night. Last issue was alright, I thought it was pretty good fun. As far as I know, this is a 5-issue miniseries. Yeah, there are 5 issues listed, and it does come out weekly. Okay, moving on to Marvel Comics, and I've got a comic here that actually dropped, but I'm picking it back up because it ties into Uncanny X-Men. It is X-Men issue 8, written by Jed McKay, pencils by Ryan Stegman, inks by J.P. Meyer, John Livesay, and colours by Marte Gracia. Gracias, senor. $4.99 for 32 pages. Raid on Grey Malkin Part 1. Grey! With one of their own incarcerated, the X-Men move on Grey Malkin prison in order to free their teammate. But it's not just one team. In Alaska, Cyclops' X-Men scramble a rescue mission, while in Louisiana, Rogue's X-Men move to strike out on their own sortie. Doctrinal rivals, each with their own objective, will these two fractious teams find themselves at cross purposes? After all, an X is made by two lines crossing. Great joke. Where are we? Legacy issue 308 here, 32 pages, $4.99. See how it goes? See what it's like? Give it a chance. Next up, Wolverine issue 4, written by Saladin Ahmed and art by Martin Coccolo. Colours by Brian Valenza. Okay, first of all, I just want to point out, main cover's pretty cool. I do like this cover, but there's a really cool, where is it? This one, Bengus, by the artist Bengus. It's Marvel vs. Capcom variant. I think they seem to be doing quite a lot of these for the Marvel comics this week. This one caught my eye more than the X-Men one. I just like this image of Wolverine. What do you think? Constrictor strikes. The return of the villainous Constrictor means trouble for Wolverine, but more than Logan could possibly realise. What's wrong with Constrictor, and what does it mean for Wolverine's future? The secrets of Saladin Ahmed's plot hinted at in issue 1 take on new meaning in this key issue. So says the synopsis. I enjoyed the all-out action of last issue. I do like the art as well, so yes, for now, it's issue 4. I'm going to keep buying Wolverine. By the way, it says Legacy issue 396. Okay, my last pick from Marvel this week, and this is more out of curiosity value than anything else. All New Venom issue 1, written by Al Ewing, art by Carlos Gomez, colours by Frank D'Amata. Who's the all-new Venom? The smiling, swashbuckling spider hero New York loves to hate to love is back, and more fun-loving than ever. That's right, it's Venom. Sorry folks, just reading the synopsis word for word here. An all-new host is taking the symbiote in a whole new direction. But who? It could be the journalist, the terrorist, the sidekick, or even the mayor. We're giving you all the clues, good believers, but you won't know until the mask comes off. $4.99 for 32 pages. Pretty awesome, colourful cover there. Let's have a look. The main cover is by Adam Kubert. Okay, there are 7 different variants I can see here, plus, goodness gracious, 3 incentive covers and 5 retailer exclusives. But I do like this main cover. Yeah, I'd go for this one. Right then, moving on to Image. We have The Scorched issue 36, written by John Layman, art by Steven Segovia. This is only $2.99 still. $2.99 folks, 24 pages. I've gone for the variant cover, the Von Randall variant, for various reasons. You can probably guess. I can see 2 right there. But yeah, I actually prefer this to the main cover. Okay, all it says is, the hunt for medieval spawn reaches a frantic pace and becomes a race against time between the Scorched and the Agency. Still enjoying this. It's a good, fun team book with the Spawn characters. Yeah, great art by Steven Segovia. It's worth a look if you've not been buying it. Do check it out. Okay, next is from Oni Press and EC Comics. It is Cruel Universe issue 5. The final part of this. It's been a 5-part mini-series. Various writers and artists. Let's see what the synopsis says. It's quite a long one, folks, so hold on to your hats. What happens when you pull at the lone loose thread that tethers together the concept you call human consciousness? What perceptions will be the first to fall as time and space give way to the endless cascade of the 4th and 5th dimensions beyond? Can your quaint sense of self handle the unravelling of everything you once thought constant? We hope so, because this comic might be the one thing keeping you sane. Peril and panic await within these pages as EC Comics and Oni Press unveil the final awful truths of this cruel universe. Penned with awe and disbelief by the likes of Karina Bechko, Cullen Bunn and Amy Roy, and brought to terrible fruition by the limitless atomic collisions of the artists Daniel Idizari, Claire Rowe and others. Rejoice, for within these pages we have found the quantum equation for fear. Awesome cover, by the way, from Greg Smallwood, gotta say. $4.99 for this. Shame it's finishing. I think this has been better than the Epitaphs from the Abyss. From Titan Books, we've got Conan, Battle of the Blackstone, issue 4, the final part of this miniseries. Written by Jim Zub, art by Jonas Scharf, $3.99, 32 pages. Cover, by the way, is Thomas Nachlik. Nice cover. Okay, there's nothing in the synopsis apart from it's the same. It's been every single issue. So yeah, this is it. It's the end of the miniseries. It's all going to come together. What do you think? Like, I'm not really hearing much about this one compared with the main two Conan titles. You know, you got Conan the Barbarian and Savage Sword of Conan. I think they're doing very well. Haven't heard much about this. What I will say is the art, the interior art isn't as good as the main title, but still, still decent, still worth a look. So yeah, I'll be checking it out because I've enjoyed this miniseries. Kind of a team-up book of the Robert E. Howard characters. Let's see how it all ends. Okay, my first pick from Mad Cave this week is Dick Tracy, issue 6. Written by Michael Murecci, art by Gerardo Borges. The next chapter for Dick Tracy starts here, the perfect jumping on point. Still reeling from the fallout of the bloody gang war that gripped the city, Detective Dick Tracy has little time to recover as he confronts a series of grisly murders. With bodies piling up, a newly deputized Pat must grapple with his new path, and Tess makes a startling discovery. All kicking off the must-read second arc of one of the most acclaimed new series of the year. So they say. $4.99, 28 pages. This has been good. It's been quite dark as well, quite bloody, violent, good like pulp detective noir. 2 releases from Mark Miller and the Miller World this week. First up, Nightclub 2, issue 4. Written by Mark Miller with art by Juanan Ramirez. Colours Fabiana Mascolo. $4.99, 32 pages. The school jocks were bad enough when they were regular human beings. Now they're vampires, they're terrorising the town, and not even the cops can stop them. Can Danny and Amy put the genie back in the bottle now vampirism is spreading through the school? That's the question. Last issue was intense, high stakes, main characters being killed off, just crazy, crazy moments. It's cool, it's mad, it's fun, it's bad, it's mad, bad and dangerous to know. Come on, it's Mark Miller. Great cover here, by the way. The Magic Order 5, issue 3. Again, Mark Miller and Dark Horse. The artist on this one is Matteo Buffagni. $4.99, 32 pages. One by one, the Magic Order have been murdered, paying the price for Cordelia Moonstone using black magic back in Volume 1. Now she's forced to turn to the most unlikely allies in a bid to make sure the Earth remains protected when she's gone. I've been enjoying this, it's cool, if you like a bit of magical unrealism. Come on, look at this cover. Dogs. Humans with dog heads driving a car. What more do you want? Okay, just 2 more to go now, and they're both from Mad Cave Studios. This was a recommendation from someone in my comments, and a couple of people have also talked about it. It is Prairie Gods, issue 3. Writer-artist Shane Connery Volk is doing this. It's $4.99, doesn't say the page count. No Man's Land. Bill Roberts, a sprightly 124-year-old, tells Freddie Davis a story about his time in WW1. While on a nighttime trench raid, a shell burst and knocked him unconscious. He awoke to find a creature injecting him with healing serum. When Germans attacked the creature, Bill fought them off and took the creature to get more of the serum for itself. Once on board its ship, the creature revealed itself to be... I'm going to stop there. There's a lot of spoilers in this synopsis. Wow, this sounds pretty cool concept. World War I, No Man's Land, aliens, flying saucers. Yeah, I'm in. I want to give it a shot. And I'm going to catch up. Because I read issue 1, but I didn't continue. So I need to catch up with that. And my final pick this week is, again, Mad Cave, Kosher Mafia issue 4. Written by David Hazan with art by Sami Kivela. Now, this is a recommendation from the Awesome Comics podcast. Definitely worth a listen, by the way, if you want to check it out. If you like podcasts, do look out for that. Awesome Comics podcast. It's a British-made comic book recommendation show. They're on God knows how many episodes. I think it's 400 and something. So they've been going for a while. Here we go. Here's the synopsis for Kosher Mafia 4. Yom Kippur, the Day of Atonement, the holiest day in the Jewish calendar. And Howard returns to his synagogue to plead his case to his former bosses in the Kosher Nostra with the threat of death at the conclusion of the service. Wow. Meanwhile, F undertakes a perilous journey to the heartland of Nazism in Cleveland to find evidence that might save them both. There are only 5 issues listed so far. Next one's due out in January, so I don't know if it's going to be a 5-issue mini or if it's going to be an ongoing series. On my live stream from last Saturday, I was looking through the interior art, and yeah, you know, it's got its own style. It's very kind of indie style, but I like it. Something different about it. It's set back in the past, of course. So yeah, something different. If you're looking for something different, maybe have a look, give it a shot. Okay, and finally, just wanted to shout this out. I didn't mention it in the DC picks because I've dropped it. I'm a big Batman fan, love the character. I've always bought Batman, but I don't know what's happened with Chip Zdarsky's run. For me, I've just lost all interest in it. How about you? Do let me know if you're having problems with it, or are you enjoying it? You know, maybe I'm missing out, but ever since the opening failsafe storyline, which I did enjoy, even the ridiculous, like, you know, falling from the moon to Earth, if the moon's even real, just saying. I enjoyed that, but since then, I just think it's been off. It's been down. I don't think he's got a good voice for Batman, for the main character. Just don't like the way he writes the characters in it. And I really enjoyed his Daredevil run, you know. So there we go. That was just a little bit of an extra, like, op-ed, an opinion piece from Gray. Do let me know, as I say, is anyone still reading Batman? And is it any good? It's like, look at the cover here. I mean, it's a nice cover, but you've got Court of the Owls again, you know. The Riddler's there as well, so I don't know. Looking forward to the, maybe there's going to be a reboot, is it, next year? As another siren goes past. Jesus Christ, there's like about 3 different sirens going off in the last half an hour. Anyway, yeah, I will be reading Batman when Hush 2 comes out next year, but yeah, until then, I'm out. I'm really enjoying the Batman and Robin Year 1, and even Detective Comics with, who is it, flipping Tom Taylor writing it, is better than this. Okay, that's it. Thanks so much for watching this far. If you listened, you absolutely rock. Hope to see you in a future video. And do let me know your picks for this week. This is Gray from Wakizashi's Teahouse, signing off for the night. Matane.
You're drunk. Just bring out the cake and fine wine.